this quarantine, we didn't really talk as much as like we wanted to because
Mhm.
we were to school a lot. Like we go to like an academically advanced school,
Mhm.
and the time when we're at home, we're doing schoolwork. But now, since everything is online and we can get it done in a reasonable amount of time, we found a lot more time to like talk to each other, and we've gotten like a lot closer this past
Like
like
it's been
yeah.
it's been crazy. Like I know like everyone like video games. Like this is something I'm gonna talk about. Video games are fun, and video games are like fun to play. But I think the best part about video games for me is the connection to all the friends and being in the parties, playing the games you love together, laughing, making jokes for literally hours on end. That's brought me and some people so close together. Like me and him, we I don't like I said, like when we were younger, we were in third grade, and I went to a different school in fourth grade and fifth, and we didn't talk as much in the beginning of fourth grade because we were young and we didn't have like phones or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started playing video games together, and we started getting super close again. And that's one of the reasons I really like video games, because they've brought me closer with a lot of people, and not even just video games, but like spending time at home, like social media. I've been able to build relationships, and especially with my sister. Me and my sister have always been close,
Mm-hmm.
but like I've been able to spend so much time with her. Like she's like literally like my best friend. Like before she was my sister, but now she's like my best friend. Like it's been good.
Yeah, I feel like if people can start to take the time to look on the bright side and find the silver lining of 2020 and in life, I mean, who's to say that I don't know if there's going to be another year like 2020, but everybody has, their own set of issues that's going on in life. So something that definitely helps me is trying to find a positive and trying to find that light to kind of guide me in the right direction and take me out of if I'm feeling sad, mad about something, take me out of that and kind of switch
Yeah,
it to a positive.
yeah,
For sure. Well, I know that supposed to be on here for like 30 minutes or so. But I just want to say for sure that everybody on here should go check out the Victory's Voice book. I believe that's what it's called.
yeah.
Yeah, Victory's Voice book, because it's telling the story of how Victoria Siegel lost her life to opioids addiction. And something I want to touch base on really quick too, that's super important and I feel like needs to be touched base on more, especially in schools, is that you don't need to use substance or drugs to
As
have a good time.
Yeah,
I cannot stress that enough. And an example I like to use is, let's say you're going on a ride or a roller coaster, right? And this is a roller coaster you've been wanting to go on for the longest time. You get on the roller coaster and you fall asleep. And then when the ride's over, you wake up. Well, what was the point of going on the roller coaster that you've been wanting to go on forever if you don't even remember it?
yeah,
And that's the same thing that happens when using substances. People think that they're going to have a good time if they drink alcohol or if they do drugs at a party. But at the end of the day, what's the fun if you're not going to remember it? You're going to feel bad and you're putting toxins in your body that are going to harm you in the future.
it's just a
Um,
it's just a false sense of like happiness. Like it's not real happiness. It lasts for a short period of time, and then when you're off of it, you're gonna be
more depressed than
even
ever.
worse than you were before, because you're gonna be wanting that false sense of happiness again. And then like when does it stop? Like you're always gonna want that happiness, and the more you do it, just the worse you're gonna start to feel, and the more you're gonna want it. And then eventually that can be fatal or cause so many problems. And people don't understand that it might seem fun in the moment to do something with your friends or do it by yourself, but in the long run, when you've been
No benefit.
seriously affected by it, or it caused some health problem, or it's caused something with your family or something, was it worth it in that short period of time that you had fun when you could have been off of it.
Exactly.
Was it worth it? And that's not something people think about enough. Is
They
it?
don't.
Yeah, is it really worth it in the long run, or is this just gonna be nice for me now?
I think too, something that should be stressed is, like you said, look at it in a long-term perspective. Because people are so, and I feel like our society now is so used to like jump cuts. If you're watching a YouTube video, you're not going to sit through an hour-long YouTube video with no cuts. Who would? I'm sorry, I know I would not do that, but I don't know a lot of people that would. So people are so quick to make decisions and jump to make decisions, and they're not thinking about the longevity of those decisions, which at the end of the day, in this case, will harm them in the future. So I think my biggest advice for anybody that's watching or anybody that's going to be watching this in the future is just really think about your next steps
Yeah.
and kind of think of it as a tattoo. You want to get a tattoo, but once it's on, it's permanent.
Yeah.
And damage is already done. So really think about it and take the time to think about it before you make that decision.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, just got to stress that because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to talk about those topics or kind of glaze over those topics when they shouldn't be. They're very important. Important to you because at the end of the day,